So we're on 104.3 in Denver with Sandy Clough, a friend of Football Nation and the Cold Hard Football Facts. And I talk about the road trip, talk about some Super Bowl, have a little fun.
Road tripping to New Orleans. Samuel Adams, for the love of beer and football. Go RVing. Find your away at GoRVing.com.
We kicked off Thursday up in Boston. Where the deal is we're trucking all the way from Boston to New Orleans for the big game, Sandy. We're working with our friends from GoRVing.com and Monty RV. They're helping us out get on the road down to New Orleans, and also kind of tailgating along the way with some of our chefs friends, with our friends from Samuel Adams, pairing up different beers with different tailgate dishes. And besides doing all the football analysis and stat analysis that you and I always talk about, Sandy, I've always been a tailgate chef. I actually host a tailgate special up in Boston each season, and do a lot of cooking, things on the side of the road. And that's why I've become a tradition for me, Sandy, to truck out, RV out to the Super Bowl each year. Because you know what I do? I take along all my equipment. We have tailgates on the sides of the road. I just kind of live the whole lifestyle. We got our beds on board, got our bathroom, got all our equipment. We don't really have to stop for anything, but to tailgate and have a good time. And we were on Fox News in New York City yesterday. Hung out with Quadri Ismail, Baltimore Ravens announcer, yesterday in Baltimore, and tailgated with him a little bit. And right now on the side of the road in Virginia, and next stop New Orleans, Sandy. I would be in favor of every Super Bowl being in New Orleans. Yeah, I don't know why they got away from doing it. In the early days, if you remember, Sandy, and you and I are probably old enough to, they weren't played at the Superdome. They were played at Tulane University. And I think, I forget which number of Super Bowl was the first. It might have been the Cowboys-Broncos game, might have been the first one in the Superdome. The great thing about New Orleans is, everything's compact, right? Everything's walking distance. It's a city built for conventions. It's a city built for parties. It's a city built to handle the masses. And if your listeners have never been to a Super Bowl, there's really nothing like it. The gravitational pull of that event, Sandy, is mind-blowing. You're just walking on the street, and there's Joe Namath, there's Jay-Z, there's, Beyonce, there's Joe Montana, whoever it might be, there's John Elway. It's amazing that it seems like every famous person in America gravitates to that. And more fun than the game itself to me are all the events, including, the tailgates we'll be doing by the RV, and the beer drinking, and the Sam Adams pairings. Beyond just the game, I actually enjoy everything to build up to the game. The game's almost anticlimactic in a lot of ways when you're there. It really is. Can I offer an unpopular theory in both cities? I think I saw what I witnessed personally, beyond just the stats and the numbers, just the eye test. Peyton Manning and Tom Brady grow old right before our very eyes, compared to the more youthful, the more vibrant, the more vigorous, the more accurate, the bigger-armed Joe Flacco. But at the end of the day, the Ravens aren't in the Super Bowl if Joe Flacco isn't, playing lights-out quarterback. And, 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 115 passer rating in this postseason, and over 9 yards per attempt. He's been a great quarterback, and we just really seen him, to me, grow up before our eyes, and to me, look like the better, younger, more vibrant quarterback than Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Just wrapped up on 104.3 The Fan in Denver, a friend of Football Nation and the Cold Hard Football Facts, Sandy Clough. Talked about our road trip, talked about our tailgate, talked about being here in the RV and pairing all our tailgate dishes with Sam Adams, and also talked a lot of football. Those guys are really good to us, and we appreciate that.